well as an install. So as many of you know, I had a 2022 Yamaha R7. I actually, this past weekend, took that and traded it in. Actually traded it in for a 25 ZX6R. Excuse the garage, it is a little bit of a mess right now. But of course I can't ride it right yet because it is about, we're blessed actually today with a 50-degree day here in February. However, the forecast for the remainder of the month is going to be pretty cold still into March as well. However, I did buy an M4 slip-on for the bike, so the bike currently sits with 0 miles on it, and we are already going to jump into the mods. So I'm actually going to open up the garage, wheel it outside, and give you some B-roll of what the bike looks like. Alright, so here she is, guys. This is a 25 Kawasaki ZX6R. So I did opt in for the gray, black, and blue. Personally, I liked the gray over the white and red. I'm on the fence of taking off the blue as it's just a sticker, but I'm going to keep it for now, see if it grows on me, and then if I happen to change my mind and keep it, we are going to just keep it gray. So as you can see, it's still in its stock configuration, stock windscreen, stock exhaust, still has the fender on it. And then if we go up closely, you can see it still has 0 miles on it. So before it is ever ridden, we're going to change the exhaust and have it sounding amazing. So I'll get a stock sound clip, we're going to wheel it back into the garage, and then we'll install that exhaust. So when you're going to delete the factory muffler on the bike, it does have a valve in it that it's operated by a servo. So when you are deleting it, you have to get what's called a servo buddy if you do not want an engine light on the bike. Unfortunately, my luck, I did order one that was supposed to be delivered today. Of course, it did not make it here today. Hopefully it will be here tomorrow. However, I'm still going to install the exhaust so you can see what it sounds like, and then once it gets here, I will just plug in the servo buddy to eliminate any code that might pop up. To remove that, there's just 2 bolts, and then there's going to be 2 cables that are actually ran to it. You will unhook those, you can pull them out from the rear of the bike, and then pretty much throw it in the garbage. So this is underneath the passenger seat of the bike. There are the 2 cables that are ran to the servo. They actually run down this channel of the bike here, and then they spit out right here into the factory muffler. So basically what I will do for today, since I'm just going to remove this, is I'll get these as far as I can, probably take them all the way out, just so that when it does come, all I have to do is plug it in. But you'll just have to wiggle them out from in here, and then you can just pull the entire servo out, throw it in the garbage. You're never going to need it again. And then we'll just plug in the servo buddy when it gets here. So what I will do is get removing this, and then I'll grab the new slip-on that we are going to be putting on today. It is an M4, it does have a silencer in it. We are going to remove that because we don't need that either. But it looks awesome on the bike. I've seen some videos of it. Should sound fantastic. So let's get this installed. Alrighty guys, so I did get a little ahead of myself here and kind of just got locked in and was in the zone. So I'll fill you in on things that I did go ahead and do. So what I did is I didn't fully remove the servo just yet. I did actually leave it plugged in. So in the meantime, when I do start the bike, it won't actually get any codes because it thinks the servo is still there. I did yank all of the wires, cables, all the way out. So they're pretty much all the way out. All I have to do is remove them from the bike. And then I did get the old muffler removed and got the new one on. So I'll show you that right now. So these are the items I removed. These are just the outer shielding to the muffler. Removed the big muffler. And then this is what they call the bread box. So I'll kind of give you a tip on what I did. So this is the new exhaust. It's already on there. Looks fantastic. Still haven't started it up yet, so I'm eager to hear that. But once you remove the muffler, let me zoom this out here. So you remove the muffler here, and then you'll be left with the servo that's underneath those nice moldings. It'll be a 10 millimeter for the actual cables. You'll yank on those to unlock them. And I believe the servo itself is a 12. And then you'll loosen up the lock ring down here, as well as the two Allens. I believe they're 6s. Those are the two pains, if I would say, of anything. Overall, the install was pretty seamless. And then a little tutorial, a little hack to get the bread box out is you move it up against the tire and then roll the bike forward, and it just pulls it right out. It was super simple. And then this guy just goes right in. There is this little gasket, kind of like adapter piece that comes out of the bread box that you put right on here. If you're like me and initially put it in, you're like, that size difference is way too big. But then I realized that guy goes on there, tighten it all down, and we are going to go for a start. All right, so I recruited Mom to hold the phone so we can do a first startup. Dylan's not feeling so well, so I didn't have him to help, but I'm going to do the first start of the bike. I did take out the silencer that comes with it, so this will be the loudest it comes. Oh. Ready? Next day, USPS finally dropped off the package we were looking for. So we got the servo taken all the way out. Got Riley manning the camera here. So this is what we were waiting for. It's what they call a servo buddy. It's pretty much just going to trick the computer to thinking that the servo is still there, even though it is not. So we aren't going to get any codes doing so. So now we'll warm up the bike and we'll get you some revs and complete the video. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap up the video. So this was installing my M4. This is a Street Slayer exhaust. This is just a slip-on, it's not a full exhaust. But if this helped you at all, feel free to drop us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.